Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. Welcome, welcome, welcome to these 5 days of support with myself and Dr. Sue Jameson, the Light Doctor. So we will be sharing we're both in Europe at the moment. Dr. Sue has spent many years in the East. She's been working in Hong Kong for about 20 or 30 years. And I've been in Europe and based in Scotland. At the moment, she's in Helsinki. And we've both come together from across the globe to talk about how we can work with the energies of nature and work with our bodies so that we can become more embodied and connect to our essential nature, which is who we are and what we are here to do on this beautiful, beautiful earth. Now, it's always a little bit of a challenge when you're in the UK because we are blessed with a very temperate climate and it can often rain. I woke up this morning all set up for inside and outside, but I'm outside in the rain. It's a beautiful, beautiful, gentle rain. So I hope it doesn't disturb you too much and that you can tune in and you can listen to some of the bird song too. And my name is Dr. Claire. I am a medical doctor. I'm an OBGYN, so I'm a women's health specialist, but I'm also passionately interested in how we can empower ourselves. Now, not just, well, I'd say mainly for women, because it's women that I mainly work with, but it's how we can empower ourselves as men and women in these communities, but are very, very changing times. And we've always been looking to the medical paradigm and to kind of fix ourselves. And that's just the way our culture has been set up. But things are really shifting. And one, we can't rely on it. But hello there from Ukraine. So lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. I don't know how to spell it. I think it's Teresa. But hello, thank you for popping on. But so our times are changing, and that's, for example, there we have a viewer here from Ukraine and able to join into this, and it's so needed just now when we're going through so much shift and so much trauma and so much uncertainty. So I don't want to spend too much time talking. Good morning, Sue. I don't want to spend too much time talking today, but I really want to get into some exercises. And we're talking today about grounding and the importance of grounding. And one, a beautiful thing is that you can do is to get into nature. See if you can see top of my head, is to get into nature. And if you can't, well, we can actually manage to bring nature into our homes. We can bring a little bit, some house plants into our home. We can bring some stones that we've collected from nature. There's lots of things that we can do. But there's nothing better than actually being out in nature. And yes, I was saying, we love the sunshine. I often say, I absolutely love a blue sky. Yes, anything with a blue sky and sunshine, I'm out there. But there's something really wonderful and really replenishing about the rain, and the rain coming down softly, because what that does is it helps. It helps cleanse us. It helps work with our electromagnetic. We get stuck. It helps recharge. It really recharge us. So I am standing here with my feet on the ground. I hope you can still hear me. My bare feet connected into the earth, and I'm sinking right down into the earth. And all I'm doing is putting my hands on my thighs, and I'm breathing. Breathing into my nose and out through my nose. And if you will know, this exercise connecting heaven and earth. So I've got my hands here on my thighs. I'm going to bring them right up above me. And I've got my palms closed here, reaching up as far as I can to the sky, down to my chest, holding here for a couple of breaths, breathing, smiling, and stretching up to the heavens, looking right up at the sky, knowing the sun is behind it, but we're sheltered beautifully by these clouds and this lovely rain coming down to my heart, stretching up again, looking down, connecting down to the earth, and looking up again, knowing that we are connected to heaven and earth, and bringing back down to the center. And once more, on either side, look up, look down, back to center, up and down, to center, and then right down to our feet. Hold here for a couple of breaths. And then bring the energy right up, round through our arm. So I'm just coming forward to see that you can still hear me. I love rain and thunderstorms. So good morning, Kirsty. Lovely to see you. So many of the exercises I share have come from Donna Eden's wonderful system. What she does is work with and sees 9 different energy systems and has weaved that into a really beautiful program that we can practice on our in our day-to-day lives, and we can teach and share with our communities. And the main one that people know of is a daily energy routine that really helps get our energies into alignment and it really helps with our grounding. But one exercise I would like to share with you, my goodness me, I didn't realize it's already 9 minutes, is called the main central vertical flow. And that comes from Jinshin and Jinshin Tara, which is a very similar system to Eden Energy Medicine that looks at 9 different energy systems. And Jinshin Tara really looks at one aspect of them, which aligns with what's called the radiant circuits or the extraordinary meridians. And that helps us really when we're thinking about grounding down, because we've got the connection above and the connection below. So we're going to put the right hand on the top of our head and the left hand on our forehead. And we're going to breathe. So feeling the wind coming through the trees or listening to it is so helpful just to help calm our nervous system. I watched Dr. Sue yesterday on her little pre-video, and it was just so lovely seeing her out in nature. So with our hands on the top of our head, we're actually connecting with the major organs within the brain, the structures within the brain, the pineal and the pituitary. We're helping maybe just bring some of that anxiety shift down a little bit. Coming down, feeling more of our body. We have wonderful brains, but they only really need to, they don't do too much as far as the functioning of our body. They keep us in our heads and spiraling around, and sometimes we're not really in the present moment. So you can hold your hand here for as long as you like, but I'm going to bring my left hand here to my tip of my nose and hold. A couple of breaths. And that helps, amazingly, regulate our hormones. Really with a connection from the energies that come up round inside the depths of our brain. But we've got the wonderful And that with the electromagnetic connections, we can sink in and connect to these by touching the surface of our body. And then we come to the V of our neck. And holding here, just still with the connection at the top of our head. For those of you who know the Eden Energy Medicine, these are other forms of hookups. What you're doing is just connecting two different points. And by connecting with the V of the neck, we're connecting with our ability to communicate, to be able to speak clearly. And one way, obviously, to help us with grounding is actually we need to be able to breathe. And by putting our hand in between, in the middle of our chest or in between our breasts, we're connecting with our heart, we're connecting with our thymus, and we're connecting with our lungs. Lovely to see you, Tina. And we still keep our right hand on the top of our head, and then we're coming to just above our belly. And I know the top of my head is cut off, but I've got my right hand on top of it. And we're coming down what's called the lower Dan Chen. And that's really got a very calming effect on us. Breathe. Smile. And then bring our left hand to our pubic bone. Our right hand from the top of our head down to our coccyx behind. And then feeling just this stability, the security, the grounding. Grounded down into nature. Hence how well grounded I am, because the next one, if you're sitting down, is very helpful. So I'm going to put my left hand on my groin, and I'm going to bring up my left foot, and I'm going to hold the bottom of my foot. Let's see if I can do that. Oops, I did this earlier on. I would be holding the bottom of my foot. I can't do that. I'll just go and get a chair. So that's a lot easier. So I've got the bottom of my foot here. In fact, I will just sit down on a nice wet chair. So I've got one hand here and other hand there. And breathe. This is bringing things right down. And again, within Chinese medicine, that's connecting to the points of the key 1 point, the beginning of the kidney meridian. So I went through that exercise quite quickly, actually, because I realised the time, and but it's such a beautiful, beautiful exercise to connect us, to bring us back into our centre, and then really seeing this as we're hooking up different points in our midline, connecting with the core of who we are, and in the beauty and presence of nature. Feeling the moistness of the rain coming down, it's helping recharge us, helping take away any static, any blocked energy. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm glad that you found me. It was a little bit of exploration as far as the technology is concerned, to try and stream onto different platforms. I'm not sure whether I manage that today or not, but I will be sharing my video onto Dr. Sue's, and vice versa as well with her. So thanks so much for joining me, and have a really lovely, really grounded day. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sue, Eleanor. I'll say call you Teresa, Kirsty. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.